back with another shoe video. We talk about men and women again. But this one's called, Is This the Average Male Fantasy? And I'm pretty sure I know what this is about. So on Twitter, there was a little clip going around about a man and a woman in a wheelchair in an anime. And they were doing a lot of romantic scenes and stuff. And people were like, this is the average male fantasy. And people got mad for some reason. I don't know why. Like, we can't have nothing. But yeah, let's get into this. Let me make sure the audio's good. I don't want some scuff.
Men. What do they want? Money? Status? Fast, expensive cars? What is the ultimate male fantasy?
I don't know.
Is it fame? Fortune? 3 hot chicks at once?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, brother. No, according to
Sometimes.
men on the internet, it's something a little more simple.
Here it is. Like, look at this. Like, this isn't even the average male fantasy. This is like the average human fantasy. Like, wouldn't you like to be the man or the woman in this situation right here with your partner having romantic times? Like, this is like the average human fantasy. Like, dude, everybody wants love at the end of the day, regardless of, you know, your orientation. Everybody wants to be loved and wants to love. That's just a human thing.
This is literally just a fetish.
Oh my god. Why? Why everything gotta be a fetish? Get the fuck offline, guys. Quit gooning. Don't goon so much that you see that and you see it as a fetish instead of just like a loving moment. Like, what the fuck? And of course the next person says, I fucking hate men. Like, there's not enough man hate on the internet, you know?
I fucking hate men so much. Men are why we can't have nice things.
Exactly.
As I was working on an upcoming video, I made the terrible mistake of logging onto Twitter, where
As we all do.
I saw this post. A montage from the anime Josie, the Tiger, and the Fish, a movie about
Josie the Tiger and the Fish is the name of, I think it's a movie. So I need to watch this so I can cry to myself about how I don't have romance like this.
a college student who was assigned to take care of a paraplegic girl, and spoiler, eventually they fall in love. Many men were yearn posting in the replies of this tweet and talking about how they wish to fall in love and would love a relationship like this.
Yeah, who wouldn't?
While many others, mostly women, were absolutely
Why is it always women, man? I don't try to be like misogynist because I'm not, but a lot of women online really don't give a good look, you know? Like, there's always women in the comments shitting on men at all times. Like, what the fuck, man?
fucking disgusted at this. Why would a bunch of men be fantasizing about being with a woman in a wheelchair?
Because it's not the wheelchair part. It's not the wheelchair part, guys. It's not about the wheelchair. It's about the connection, the romance, the feeling, the love, the lovingness between two people. Knowing you could take care of your partner, stuff like that.
Seems pretty creepy and predatory, right? Also just unrealistic and problematic. Well, in this video, we are going to be talking about why so many men resonated to that clip and this movie, and why so many people are so confused as to why. We are also going to be reading some absolutely unhinged tweets, as usual, to get to the bottom of why such a wholesome post turned into, once again, another battlefront for the ongoing, never-ending gender war.
Because motherfuckers are miserable out there and want to spread it to everybody possible. That's basically the reason.
Men versus women, women versus men, the male loneliness epidemic, the female loneliness epidemic, the dealing with dating apps. Do men prefer thin women or curvy women?
Both.
Brunettes or blondes?
Both.
Do women like dad bods or fit men?
Both.
Do they like beards or clean shaven?
Both.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. Let's quickly get into today's sponsor, Henson Shaving.
Yeah, more
You
shaving.
ever just accept that some products are
shoe.
just garbage? Like, for years, I thought ripping your tights on the first wear was just a part of being a human woman. We just accepted that. That's just how it is, sweetie.
Do women, really, tear their tights up like that on the first wear? Those are thick thighs, man. Oh, yeah. I got it mixed up. Well, And I don't know. The way I look at it, I think I look at sex and romance to be interconnected because that's just how I am, I guess. But I mean, I get it. Couldn't be me though. I'm a fucking gooner.
But that shouldn't be how it is. It's a bad design. And that's why I like Henson shaving. Because if you've ever used a multi-blade razor, you're probably sick of the irritation, the razor burn, the overpriced blades, and you probably think, that's just the way it is. But it doesn't have to be how it is. Thanks to Henson Shaving. Henson Shaving is on a mission to improve shaving, with no gimmicky subscriptions or moisturizing strips, but with real innovation and a focus on your skin's health. What really sets Henson apart is their engineering, with their Henson AL13 safety razor being manufactured in an
Has anybody ever tried one of these razors before, actually?
International Space Station. This precision allows the blade to extend just 1/1000th of an inch beyond the shave plane, less than the thickness of a human hair.
I mean, it looks pretty good, honestly, if you are like a person that shaves.
Irritation-free shave every
which
time.
I don't.
And here's the best part: once you invest in a Henson razor, it's a lifetime purchase. The only thing you'll need to replace are the blades, which literally cost only 10 cents each.
I've only shaved my face fully like twice in my life, and one of the times I did it, I went to work the next day and people were like looking at me and they were like, what the fuck? They were like, keep the beard, man. You look 15 when you shave. And I was like, I guess that's kind of a compliment, or so I haven't really shaved my face since then. I mostly just trim.
So once you own the razor, you'll be spending like $3 to $5 on blades, compared to the ongoing cost of buying expensive plastic cartridges. Henson's store offers a variety of colors and even a titanium version, so you can pick the razor that best fits your style. So if you're tired of razor burn and overpaying for blades, now is the perfect time to make the switch. Just head over to hensonshaving.com/shoe and add both a Henson razor and the 100 blades to your car, and then enter code SHOE at checkout to get the 100 blades for free with your purchase. Your skin, your wallet, and your environment
is not
will
too
thank
bad,
you.
I guess.
Big thanks to Henson Razor for sponsoring this video, and thank you, the viewer, for not skipping the ad. You didn't
Shaving
skip the
does
ad,
get expensive.
Right? Now let's get back to the video.
If you use disposables.
I am not an anime connoisseur. In fact, I basically know nothing about anime. I am probably the most tourist of all the tourists.
Don't worry, Shoe. I'm kind of a tourist too, and I'm actually a VTuber. I already know I'm gonna get a lot of shit for that, but I don't watch too much anime, man. Like, I watch some, but you know, it is what it is.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
Hi, I have a question. Was the upskirt shot necessary in order to advance the plot?
Yes. It is. Fan service is necessary in anime. That's just how it is.
I watched Pokemon and Sailor Moon when I was a kid,
Hey,
and
same.
a few years ago I watched Beastars on Netflix.
Let me move out of the way so you guys can see that. Shoe furry confirmed.
Legoshi, best boy. Not a furry, by the way.
Ah, yeah,
and honestly,
sure.
that's about it for my anime
Sure.
consumption. Unless you're counting VTubers. If you're counting VTubers, I watch a lot of anime.
Same. That's the main anime I watch is VTubers. What's up, Smugalana, Rosie Bell Moo? What's up, Kitsunero? What's up, Amber? What's up, Leaflet? What's up, guys? Y'all are the main people I watch. And Aqua. I love me some Aqua.
But because of this clip going viral, I watched Josie the Tiger and the Fish, and, well, I thought it was a good movie. I recommend watching it. I thought it was a really cute, good story. I only cried a little bit. And I completely understood what the tweet meant by calling it the average male fantasy. So, what was wrong with it? Why did this clip go so viral in such a negative way?
You know what I think it is? I think the women who saw that got mad because every dude they've dated was a piece of shit, which is more of a skill issue than anything. Like I've always said, guys, you could choose who you date. Like, you know that, right? Like, if you say your boyfriend's a shitty person, and like, first of all, if you have a boyfriend and you're shitting on him, like that's a you problem. Like, either deal with it or pick better. Like, you can choose, guys. You don't have to be in a bad relationship forever. It's your choice at the end of the day.
Why were thousands of people angry at this post? Well, let us dilly-dally no longer and read some of these angry replies to get a better understanding of what the issue is, shall we? Wholesome male fantasy, and it's fetishizing a disabled girl for him to control.
Why are y'all like this? Why are y'all like this? Like, it's not fetishizing a disabled girl for him. It has nothing to do with her being in a wheelchair or him controlling her or it being a fetish. Or, like, it's about the love aspect, guys. It's about the romance. It's about having a partner that... Oh my god. Why am I explaining this?
Oh no.
Yeah, we dealing with some brain rot.
Why? Always vulnerable, always happy, always needs you. Pretty perverted.
Why?
Where are these fan fictions coming from? There were like hundreds of tweets just like this. Why did they see a cute...
Why are they trying to psychoanalyze shit like, yes, it must be because she's dependent on him. Yes, it has nothing to do with the romantic gestures on the beach and him showing her all the things that she wasn't able to do because she's in a wheelchair. It has nothing to do with that. It's all about control. It's all about manipulation. Like, dude, get the fuck off Twitter, please. Get off TikTok, get off Twitter, go outside, talk to a real person. Please.
Cute montage of a happy couple, a man and a woman happy, together. I know, unheard of. Why do they see that and then immediately come to these conclusions? Like,
because they're fucking stupid, that's why.
as someone who actually watched the movie, Josie is not always happy. And she's absolutely not portrayed as some, like, vulnerable, ooh-woo, sex doll waifu. She's boisterous, she kind of has a foul mouth, she's very sassy and headstrong, she like straight up calls him her servant, but she was also very depressed. She basically never left her house, she was basically a girl failure. As a former girl failure, I love to see representation in media. But
shout out to all the girl failures out there, I feel you.
They actually show her disability, like, not in a good way. Like, they don't romanticize it, they don't sugarcoat it. And I noticed, unlike a lot of movies, unlike a lot of romance movies, at least like the Hallmark kind, where it's like the stuffy male lead learning to live life from the quirky, cute female lead, he's already got his shit together. And she learns to live life from him. He encourages her to live her dreams. And in return, he learns to live life in a completely different way.
She got a point though, because like all the Hallmark movies and stuff, like it's pretty similar stuff, and people love that shit. But how come when people post on Twitter, it's like, this is the average male fantasy? Like, oh no, it's not. Like, oh, so yeah, so it's the average male fantasy because he has all the control over her, right? Like, no, you're just angry and wilted. You're a wilted woman.
And I thought that was really cool and sweet. Also, the animation was really good. Is anime good? Have I been sleeping on anime?
Yes, you have, as well as me. I do got a lot of anime I want to watch. I just don't have a lot of time, so I just got to get to it when I can.
This entire time? His fantasy is that she becomes permanently disabled and helplessly dependent on him, but can still make him a sandwich. Sounds about right. Oh my god, after watching the movie, these tweets are even more insane.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to watch that movie just so those tweets could be even more stupid than I think they are. Say your anime list is way too long. I don't even have a list. I just got stuff that people have been telling me to check out. Like, Adrian wants me to watch Blue Lock. I've heard Solo Leveling is good. I don't know. I've always wanted to watch One Piece, but like, goddamn, dude, that shit's so long. I've always watched like Dragon Ball and stuff like that. So like I watched all the Dragon Ball series. I watched One Punch Man. I've seen a little bit of like My Hero Academia. I watched Parasite. I watched Assassination Classroom, I think is the name of one that I watched. I can't remember. I mean, I've checked out a good bit of anime. I just haven't watched all the fan favorite ones besides like, you know, Dragon Ball and My Hero.
But even putting the movie aside, just seeing that like cute montage out of context, where the fuck are they getting this? These are very clearly
Because they're mentally disturbed. That is why.
just two happy people. But because the caption was the average male fantasy, their mind immediately goes to the darkest, worst faith interpretation of this. The problem is these people can't see any humanity in men. They can't.
That maybe they go to the darkest part because a lot of the women that probably commented on this, their average fantasy is probably pretty fucked up. Like, especially if they read like, you know, those the novels that the women read about like the werewolf millionaire, stuff like that. Like they probably went to the darkest thing because first of all, they dehumanize men and don't think they're capable of romance. And second of all, they probably want to be like choked in bed and treated like that. Like, I'm just saying, they probably read stuff like that and get it in their head, so their mind immediately jumps to the darkest thing because their fantasy is some dark shit. So that's my 2 cents on it.
Can't see any humanity in humanity in general. Average male fantasy equals girlfriend with no agency.
Here we go
who's
again.
Completely physically dependent on you and forced into blanket subservience and compliance. Sounds about right. You males are weird for fetishizing physically disabled women.
It's not about the disability, you stupid bitch. It's about again, I don't even know why I gotta explain. She's just dumb. That's all it is.
Average male fantasy is having a physically disabled girl that they can abuse
All
however
of these
they want.
women are dumb.
To be that guy, I'm gonna be that guy. The infantilization of the physically disabled here is a little, dare I say, ableist?
It is 100% ableist. Like what? So disabled people can't function now? Like, no, they're still people. Like, what the fuck? Like, she could still have a choice in the matter of whether she wants to be with the guy or not. Like, it's not that complicated. Can't find good reads anymore because it's all flooded with that shit. Yeah, I already know. Like, yeah, and I thought I was bad. But like, some of these women be reading some outlandish shit out here.
The implication here that people in wheelchairs cannot find love, and if they do,
Yeah.
the person who loves them literally just loves them because they can't run away.
Yeah, it's so dumb.
Weird. Average men can't
Weirdo
even be nice to
behavior.
their healthy and normal girlfriend. What makes you think they'll be able to handle disabled person as their lover?
Alright, average men can't even be nice to their healthy and normal girlfriend. I don't know about you guys, all the dudes out there. How have you treated your girlfriends that you've ever had, if you have had any? I've had a few, and I was pretty good to them. You know, I never really argued. I never disrespected them. You know, I always made them feel loved and accepted. I always tried to compliment them. I always tried to listen to them, and you know, whatever they wanted to do, we would talk about it and come to an agreement on whether I was comfortable with it. Same thing with, like, if I went to do something, I would tell my partner and make sure they're not uncomfortable with it. It's simple, basic human respect. Like, it's not my fault you pick assholes to chase. That's a you problem. That's a skill issue. You gotta work on that, man. Not everybody can be top tier when they start, you know, dating. Sometimes you gotta work your way up and practice, as it is with most stuff.
Whoa. Normal? What do you mean by normal?
Yeah,
These
what do
people
you
are
mean
just
by
so
normal?
Ableist, chat. Can you
Bitch.
believe it? Chat?
Shoe, you're not even a streamer and you're saying chat. Are we gonna get a VTuber shoe arc? I hope so. I hope that's coming soon.
Don't even live stream. Who's chat? I'm disabled, blind, so I showed this to my boyfriend. He says, I love you because you're you, and you make my days happier. So what if I have to drive you places or help you with cooking and cleaning? I would have done that anyway. Disability has nothing to do with it. I love you.
That's the entire point. That's the entire point right there. Exactly. Like, the disability has nothing to do with it. You love the person for who they are, which is how it should be. Have the exact monster can right next to it. Which one is it? The white one? Shoe always drinks the white monsters.
Ma'am, I don't know how to tell you this, but, your boyfriend is a rapist.
Oh, God,
Sorry you had to find out
no.
this way. You show this as fantasy because it's not true for the majority of men who participate in abuse of disabled people. No, the fantasy is the woman appreciates his efforts to make her happy. Stop lying and abusing women and the disabled. Your meds, schizo.
Exactly.
Guy, what do you mean stop abusing women and the disabled? Bitch, who are you?
Exactly.
Also, the majority of men participate in abuse of disabled people. Are you okay? The majority of men are not abusers. That is a very, very small minority of men.
Yeah, shocker, right? Shocker, the majority of men aren't abusive. Who would have thought?
The majority of men are men that just wake up, take a shit, get out of bed, take a shower, go to work, come home, and wait for GTA 6 to come out.
Based. That's basically what I do too. Like, I throw in streaming and making music and drawing somewhere throughout there, but it's pretty much me. Also been judged by women more than men for my disability. Yeah, hot take, but the biggest hater of women is other women. I have seen women say some heinous shit about other women. And like yeah, I've shit talked certain women in my life because, you know, I've been cheated on. Right after you get cheated on, you're not in the greatest of moods towards, you know, women in general. But, and you know, I came back from it. I'm fine now. I can understand why I was mad and said those things, but I don't believe them. But yeah, dude, I'll just say this. I've been at work with groups of women that shit talk other women, and it's pretty bad. Like, I just to see the difference. Like, I've been in a group with men at work. You know what they talk about? They don't shit talk. They talk about sports and like stupid shit. Like, they talk about women too, but it's not in a bad way. It's more in a like, damn, she's beautiful kind of way. Like, it's not like, oh my god, look at that bitch. Look, oh my god, can you believe she wore that today? Like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? It's just like bullying, basically.
That is the majority of men. Men commit 95% of all rape, but okay.
I don't even think that's a real fact. And even if it is a real fact, that doesn't mean all men do it. Like, what? Like, I've met a lot of men in my life. As far as I know, none of them have done that to anybody. Maybe I'm lucky. I don't know.
Barging into the romance section of Barnes & Noble like, attention everyone! Rape! Where is that coming from? So close, this is fetish content. Ah yes, the dirtiest, most taboo of all fetishes. A happy relationship.
Yeah, exactly. Like, what the hell? Like, happy relationships are fetishes now, guys. Noted.
Honestly, in 2025, that might be true. Oh, you want a wife and kids? You sick fuck. But this is literally just a perverted fantasy.
There's nothing perverted about it, though. There's nothing sexual about it. Oh, my God. Apparently, romance perverts exist now, guys.
LMAO. You think it's a perverted fantasy because... How do I put this nicely? You are a pervert.
Yeah,
literally
exactly.
Seeing a cute montage of a male and female character having fun together, being in love together, and being like, rape! He's a rapist! This is a fetish! Are these people okay?
Bit of an
watching
overreaction.
porn. Wait, this is a woman. Okay, stop reading Taken by the Werewolf Billionaire.
Hey, I was right! It is a werewolf billionaire. I think I said millionaire, but... Oh my god, it's actually a book. I thought it was a meme. What the fuck?
Or whatever the fuck you read. I swear to god, some of the shit women read would make the most depraved internet gooner blush.
Exactly, facts.
Or so I've been told.
that means Shoe has read some.
Literally just a fetish. Okay, listen, I'm not gonna pretend there's nobody out there who's like, she can't run away, she has no legs.
Obviously, there are people out there like that, but that doesn't mean it's the majority of men.
I'm not gonna sit here and pretend there's nobody out there who has a crippled, disabled fetish, okay? I've been on the internet for 20 years. I've been on DeviantArt. I've seen shit you wouldn't believe.
I've been on Rule 34 too, and yeah, it gets pretty hectic. People have weird fetishes, man. not trying to kink shame or anything, not knocking it, but I can still say it's weird.
But the majority of people, probably most, if not all the people responding to this, do not have a cripple fetish, okay? In fact, her being in a wheelchair basically has nothing to do with it.
That's what I've been saying.
Much like how females coom over, like, vampires or, like I said before, the billionaire werewolf fantasy.
Oh,
this is
God.
just the average male fantasy distilled down to its most extreme. So what is the average male fantasy?
To be loved unconditionally, to have somebody to love and take care of, and vice versa. That's basically what it boils down to. It's not anything too like crazy or anything. It's pretty simple actually when you break it down. Yeah, a healthy relationship. That's basically it. The typical male fantasy is a healthy relationship. Because there are a lot of dudes out there who have tried their hardest with women that they sincerely loved, and they were treated like shit. Like, they get cheated on, they get abused, they get manipulated, gaslighted, and all they're doing is trying to be a good dude. I've seen it happen countless times. It's happened to me before. So, like, I understand. So, I don't know why people get... I think women that get mad at this are just mad because they've been cheated on and stuff like that as well. They've been treated like trash, but that... Like, dude... You gotta heal your heart and your mind eventually. You can't sit on a bad breakup forever and make it your entire personality, dude. Like, nobody's gonna like you. You're just gonna be insufferable to be around. So, yeah, that's basically what I think about that.
The average male fantasy is the fantasy of both men and women alike. It is simply to love and to be loved.
There we
But
go.
more specifically, the male fantasy is to be a protector and a provider
Yes.
for those that they love. Put a pin in this because we are going to come back to this in a big way, trust me. The average male fantasy is being a globally known terrorist.
Maybe the average Hassan Piker fantasy, but not the average male fantasy.
The average male fantasy is that a woman who isn't fat.
Guys, a lot of dudes do not care about weight. A lot of dudes do not care about weight. Like, I mean, of course there's a limit, but if you're on the chubby side, like, most dudes will not give a fuck. I would rather have a chubby girl than an ultra skinny girl that feels like bones. Like, not trying to knock skinny women, not trying to knock anybody, honestly. Like, I don't discriminate weight. But like I said, if you're a little chubby or on the chubbier side, most men do not give a fuck. We don't.
The average male fantasy is actually job security. You know what? These guys may have a point here.
Yeah, job security is actually pretty nice, though.
Pedophile alert. Men want disabled child wives?
Why? Oh my god.
Average male fantasy is a disabled child?
She's not a
More
child!
proof
Shit! She's a grown woman in a wheelchair. Oh my, they're infantilizing disabled people now. Fuck you guys. You guys suck.
that men are pedos. That's a little girl. This is
It's not a little girl, you fucking imbecile. You fucking...
weird. So,
I knew this video was gonna piss me off, man.
first of all, she's literally older than the guy.
Yeah, there you go.
The guy is 22 and she is 24. In anime years, he is practically hag maxing. And yes, she may be physically disabled, but aren't all men mentally disabled
Yeah, that's kind of facts, though. We are a little dumb.
in their own special way? At least the ones in my audience. They will freely admit this. Maybe
Yeah, like I just did.
she, the older woman, is taking advantage of this sensitive young man. Have you ever thought of that? She looks like an 11-year-old child. Where are her breasts?
Well, women with small boobs can't exist now, apparently. If you're flat and you're a grown woman, you're an 11-year-old child. That's what this woman thinks. Sorry, PP Slayer. You're too flat. You're now a child. Sorry to all the Japanese women out there with no booba. They consider you a child.
First of all, really weird way to say that. She looks like a child. Show me her titties. Also,
yeah,
I love
that
how,
is
like,
weird.
when anime women have huge boobs, it's disgusting, Coomer brain or whatever. But if the anime woman has small boobs, she is a child and you're a chimo. Can't fucking win. Also, if she—
Yeah, you really can't win. Yeah, apparently to their in their understanding, their logic, that's the word I'm looking for. If you're a 30-year-old woman and you had your breasts removed, you are now a child. That's what they think. Like, oh, women don't have big booba? That is literally a child. Like, no. Flat-chested women exist, goddammit. I'm sorry. Why ain't it playing?
she had big boobs, they'd absolutely be like, wow, look at this sexualization of the disabled.
Yeah,
also,
exactly.
You know, like, adult women can be flat-chested, right?
Yes.
Like, that actually exists in real life. Like, adult human women can have small boobs.
Exactly.
We love all titties here on the Shoe0nHead channel. All titties is good titties. End of story.
Wait, did my stream mess up, Sky? Alright, yeah, we're good. Alright, that was weird. Again, my computer with the scuff. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know why. But, anyways, back to the video. Sorry for the scuff, YouTube.
Women fantasy, a boyfriend with depth and a loving, soft, deeply caring side of them. Men's fantasy, 12-year-old anime girl who looks and speaks like a toddler.
Wrong.
Also notice how she's literally the shape and size of a child. Yuck.
Again, wrong.
Have you people ever seen a child? No, you're all childless.
Facts, though.
Silly me. She's not even that short. She's just sitting. See, like when they're laying side by side, she's like a full-grown adult woman.
Yeah.
Why do these people
Crazy
look
how
at
that
this
works.
and immediately think of child rape? Go to therapy.
Please.
And listen, I know with anime it can get a little weird, right? Like, excuse me, Poo Poo Pee Pee Chan is 2,000 years old and this is Poo Poo Pee Pee Chan. But
that's not the case in this situation, though. I know exactly what she's talking about, though. It's like, well, technically, she's a 1,000-year-old elf vampire girl, and she just looks like that. Like, I understand what she's saying, but this is literally a full-grown woman.
this does not even look like a child. This looks like a cute woman. This is like a random rant, but I feel like there are no more cute women nowadays. You know what I mean? You have all like the Insta baddies, the e-thots, the e-girls.
Dude, I'm so tired of these looks. Like, I don't know if it's just me, but I don't like the whole fake, like, make yourself look way better than you actually do in real life kind of thing. Like, I understand people like the Instagram baddies and the e-girls, but I'd rather see a natural girl wearing, like, pajamas with no makeup and her messy hair in a bun. Like, I don't know. I like that vibe more than the dolled up look. Like, maybe that's just me, I guess. I don't know. Maybe so, maybe not. I don't know.
The muscle mommies, the boss
muscle mommies, however.
babes, the boy babes. But I feel like every woman is just hot now. Which, by the way, I don't think is healthy for the male psyche.
It definitely is not. Definitely is not. I remember even back before, like, the smartphone era, when I was in high school, like, you did not see hot women on a daily basis like that. Like, you saw regular women. You didn't see the Instagram baddies, the e-girls, the muscle mommies, the goth, big titty goth girlfriends. You didn't see any of that. Very rarely you would see one out in public as you walk around or at school. Like, very rarely. Now it's like on everybody's social media feeds, and the male brain is cooked.
Whatsoever. You shouldn't wake up and be able to scroll through pictures of like the hottest woman you've ever seen in your life like 20 times before you've had like your morning cup of coffee. You shouldn't log in and immediately be one-shotted by 10 tens all day, as if that wouldn't make you go insane, as if that wouldn't make you crash out. Like back in the day, you'd probably see like one fine dame on your bus ride to work and you'd think about her for 40 years until the day you die. That's how it used to be. That's how it should be. Now every woman is like a crazy, hot, unobtainable Instagram goddess with the fattest of ass. You really don't know how good we had it. You'd go to Blockbuster and the 21-year-old cashier behind the counter would be the most adorable woman you've ever seen. No Botox, no lip filler, just a pure soul, full of joy and whimsy. And now women are full of hate and SSRIs. But they're hot. They're hotter than they've ever been.
Hotter than they've ever been. They're also crazy, though.
They're hotter and more depressed than they've ever been in history. Sad. What were we talking about? Oh yeah, anime. I didn't take my Vyvanse today, can you tell? Men's fantasy.
Yes.
A big titty woman with the face of a 16-year-old that is useful for cooking, cleaning, and sex.
Get the fuck out of here, man. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of these motherfuckers thinking they know things when they don't. They're just fucking spraying their hatred just because they're mad. Just because they're not happy with their life. Like, dude, chill. Brother, chill.
Women's fantasy gets treated like a queen and a man who keeps tracks of our periods so he can take care of us. I think I speak for a lot of women here when I
keeps track of the periods. I don't know about you guys, but if it came out that a guy was tracking your period, you would probably not feel too comfortable about it. You'd probably think he's a fucking weirdo. Example given, all of the VTubers who have crazy ass fans that track their cycles. It happens. I synced it. I synced it. So no, that is not what women want. That is what you think you want until it actually happens, and then you file a restraining order because the guy knows your cycle. And you don't even know his name.
I say our fantasies do not, in fact, include men tracking our periods.
Exactly.
Personally, if my husband was like, honey, just a reminder, you're in your luteal phase, I'm taking the kids. Men like to pretend they want this, and then they beat their wife when dinner isn't ready or their son when he's misbehaving. First of all, I'm sorry that happened to you, but there are in fact good men out there. I've seen them. Some may be in this very audience.
She's talking about me, guys. Never mind. She's not talking about me.
Sorry, I couldn't keep a straight face.
Hey, we're fine. I think some of us are good in your audience, Shoe. Not all of us are degenerate. And a lot of us are degenerate, but we have big hearts. We're playful with it.
This is the Shoe0nHead audience. You're all gremlins. Male fantasy equals a woman that can't run away from him. A woman that's dependent on him. Interesting. When men are involved, it's basic survival instinct to assume the worst. Men are guilty until they prove themselves innocent.
No. I don't think anybody should have to prove themselves innocent. It's always innocent until proven guilty. Like, no.
You know what? I take my opinions back on free speech. I changed my mind. No more free speech. No more free speech until you bitches learn to behave. A woman's fantasy is a man who won't rape her, and a man's fantasy is raping a woman.
Girl, are you okay? Like, you need to talk to somebody? Like, do you need, like, a person who cares about you in your life to tell you that having beliefs like this is not okay? Like, it's not okay.
I'm sorry, where is the rape, ma'am? Maybe that's how you see it, because you're brainwashed to hate men.
Man.
So true. I hate how, but in reality, women are the real demons here. Oh, god damn it. We just want a happy relationship. Is it so much to ask for?
Exactly.
Yes. Yes, it is.
Apparently it is.
Oh, look, more misogynistic gooner fantasy slop written by misogynistic gooner men. This is why 70...
Misogynistic gooner fantasy slop. Like the fucking slop that you read about the billionaire fucking werewolf is any better. Like, think for a second. Like, this is not gooner stuff. This is regular fucking romance in anime. Like, oh, Jesus fucking Christ. There's so much brain rot on Twitter, dude. I thought I was brain rotted, but apparently not. Apparently it gets worse. The rabbit hole goes deeper.
80% of anime is garbage. So, here's the thing. That, misogynistic gooner fantasy slop written by misogynistic gooner men was actually written by Saiko Tanabe.
Boom! In your fucking face. It was written by a woman. Eat that.
A woman wrote this story. And I feel like a very important detail everyone is sleeping on when they covered this was the fact that this is very much the female fantasy as well.
Exactly.
A man loving you for who you are despite your flaws, literally sweeping you off your feet and carrying you around on adventures, helping you live out your dreams, face your fears, and supporting you through the good and bad times. You're going to sit here and tell me that's not the female fantasy too?
Exactly.
Is this not the basic female fantasy? Is this not the knight in shining armor coming to rescue you?
We don't need knight in shining armors no more because they are strong, independent women who can get their own bag and take care of themselves, and they don't need no man.
And falling in love with you? Why on earth are so many women so mad at this? Are men now the hopeless romantics?
We are. Dude, I have always been a hopeless romantic. Like, always. And that shit has always bit me in the ass, too. Because I let my hopeless romantic side take control, and then women walk over me and treat me like shit. Like, yes. So, yes.
Are men now the ones yearning for a fairy tale romance?
Yes.
Is this why all the Disney remakes are like, she's not gonna be saved by the prince, she's a strong, independent woman?
Yeah, they ruined
Meanwhile,
it.
men still want to be the prince, men still want to be the knight in shining armor. Men are like, I will save you from your monotonous 9-to-5 job. I will give you a house and babies. And women are like,
shut up, you racist.
no, I must be an actuarial consultant. Be gone, vile misogynist.
Exactly.
Is that what is occurring
Close
here?
enough.
Also, that aside, there literally is a gender-swapped version of this story called Perfect World. It is a mango?
Close enough.
Oh, no. Do not come for me, weebs. Men will statistically leave their wives and partners the moment they find out they're disabled or have a life-threatening condition. You're right, it is a fantasy. Actually, that study was debunked by the authors themselves, who admitted they did the math wrong. It's actually not much higher, but then again, even if it was, and it happens, I've seen it happen to people, it's terrible. Marriage should be through sickness and through health.
Yeah, it does happen sometimes, but it's not the majority. There's no way it's the majority. Most people, if they really love their partner and something happened and they got disabled or something, they're gonna take care of them. Like, it's human nature. What's the world come to? Men wanting love instead of the women. That's what it feels like, man.
But that's not really the point here. And the fact that so many people are focusing on the wheelchair part of this just proves that they just don't get it. The
Yeah,
ones
they
with
don't.
pure mind and pure soul get it. But these fucking semen demons out here, they don't get it. But not all semen demons. The amount of people in comments who just don't get that men want a cute, loving girlfriend is beyond me. They call them creeps for wanting actual love and not a girl boss who only wants your money.
I also watch Shoe0nHead a lot. I forgot to shout her out earlier.
Ah, thank you. A sane person.
Yeah.
Hopefully the replies aren't full of people calling her a pick-me. Pick-me alert.
Oh,
Least
man.
obvious pick-me. Me, pick me please. Hope he picks you, sis.
It's funny because all of the women who throws out the pick me thing are secretly pygmies in real life because they wish they had a fucking man. They wish so bad that they had a man, but they gotta put down other women by calling them pygmies when they try to say something nice about men, all because the men that these girls wanted treated them like shit. So now no, trust me, they really want to be picked. They really want to be picked. They just project it onto other women because that's how it is. But trust me, the people who call people pygmies are actually the real pygmies.
Pick me, pick me, pick me. An incel could have written this. Fuck. Why are so many VTubers either pygmies or racist? You mean why do so many female VTubers disagree with you? Why so many aren't towing the mainstream liberal feminist NPC line? Because they can. See, the most powerful weapon women have against other women is social ostracization. You don't want to be seen as a pick-me or a racist, so you keep your mouth shut in order to survive in female social
Yeah, it's
circles.
so dumb, dude.
But in the cases of VTubers, virtual YouTubers,
VTubers do not give a fuck, dude. Like, we're on here being cringe, saying outlandish shit. Like, we're not gonna follow the crowd, basically. Like, Some people do, but for the most part, VTubers just hop on stream and they will literally say any thought that comes to their head. Like, if you don't believe it, look up some unhinged VTuber clips that you will see. They say some wild ass shit and they get away with it, which they should. I don't think people should be ostracized for telling jokes and saying random thoughts. That's just how I feel.
They're basically anonymous. They can say anything they want. They're basically wearing a mask. They're free from the chains of the eternal HR Longhouse. But apparently even being anonymous online does not save them because they still get doxxed for simply not hating men.
Hey, Kitsu, one of my Oshis. Yeah, she got doxxed for saying she supports men, which is really fucked up. I didn't really talk about that, but I did watch a lot of videos about it. Basically, she had a post, I think like a few months ago, saying that she supports men and that men deserve to be loved. Just saying that. And then some dude basically harassed her and stalked her online and created hell of accounts just to try to fuck with her. And I think that's the same guy who doxed her eventually, which is fucked up. Don't ever dox people, guys. Oshi, that just means one of your favorite VTubers, Sky. If you ever hear the word Oshi, that's just what it means. One of your favorite VTubers.
Lovely. Maybe I should save this rant for a different video someday. Moving on.
A VTuber
Men are why
video?
we can't have nice things, by the way.
First of all, men make all the things.
True.
Thank you.
Number one, pick me.
Also, I just realized it was a man saying that. It was a whole ass man saying men are why we can't have nice things.
The self-depreciation goes so hard.
I don't deserve this trophy. This is for you, sir. This is for you. I'm not
He's
worthy.
the pick
Listen,
me.
I make women jokes. I'm very critical of feminism and propaganda aimed at women. But you will never catch me in a million years saying some shit like women are why we can't have nice things. I have a mom.
God.
I have female family members. I have female friends. Maybe one day I'll have a daughter. Women make the world a beautiful place and, like men, can be flawed and deserve criticism like anyone else. But there's something genuinely so cucked about people who put down their own gender or race. Oh god, race. Self-hating white people. Don't get me started on self-hating white people.
So cringe.
White people are so evil. I hate being white. White people can't dance. White people food is so gross. You're not getting into Wakanda, bro. You're not getting invited to the cookout.
I just want to put this on record. White people do season their food. Come to the South if you don't believe that. Eat you some Southern cooking made by a Southern white lady or white man, and you will see what the difference is. I think people up north don't season their food enough, so I think that's where that stereotype comes from. Just saying, just throwing that out there.
Enough. But yeah, women were not the only ones who had a problem with this. There were a lot of men who didn't quite relate to this being the average male fantasy.
It's fine to love the disabled. I didn't need to remind you that. But to glorify it? This anime is certainly Marxist propaganda.
So now it's Marxist, now it's leftist propaganda, guys. That's what they took from that.
The movie is about him taking a job as her caretaker, and when he learns of her dreams, he makes it his mission to help her dreams come true. So it is Marxist propaganda to help a disabled person pursue their dreams?
Apparently so.
Yeah, it's woven in. Empathy is the target of propaganda.
Marxism is when girl in wheelchair. I love this. Empathy is the target of propaganda. Every piece of media that makes you feel empathy is communism.
Oh my god, dude. Oh, you gotta love Twitter. You gotta love all the stupid people on Twitter. Endless content farms, man. Endless content.
Political brain rot. If you're at the point where you see this and you're thinking of communism, you need to log off.
Yes.
You are unwell.
I'm sorry, but when I
Stop watching political stuff, man. It's not that deep sometimes.
reproduce, I don't want a high probability of my offspring being mentally or physically retarded. We need a better class of incels whose bar is higher than the retarded.
She's disabled. Like, she has a spinal injury. That has nothing to do with mental illness or anything like. Oh my fucking god, dude.
She's not retarded. She has a spinal injury that's not genetic. Also, what is this LARP? I love how everyone is just kind of having like a normal conversation about this clip, and this guy just comes out of nowhere like, I would never put my pure white seed in such a vile creature. Like, you absolutely know this guy has a
Oh my
non-white
God.
girlfriend. They all do, all these like, I hate white people women always have white boyfriends. All these, I hate non-white people boys always have non-white girlfriends.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is, but I've seen it too many times. I guarantee you when this man logs off of his Black Sun Roman statue Twitter account, he's clapping Latina booty cheeks.
My fantasy is not
100%,
being
bruh.
a simp, but okay.
Fellas,
What the fuck, man? So apparently caring for a girl that you like and she likes you back and you're in a relationship, caring for your partner makes you a simp. Okay, cool. What the fuck ever, man. Gee, do they not know what a simp... I will lay down the definition right now. When you are a simp, you are doing things for a woman who does not like you at all and is only using you because you do things for her. That is what makes you a simp. You're not a simp for having a fucking girlfriend and taking care of her and loving her. Like, Jesus Christ, get your fucking definitions right, guys. It's not that hard.
is it simping to love a woman?
Nah, this is not the male fantasy. That man is a beta male. If she wasn't in a wheelchair, she would leave him for Chad.
And of course, the red pill movement has to slide their fucking way in to make their little thought on it. That man is a beta male. He ain't doing the alpha shit. If he was an alpha, he would go get him another girl too. He would have 10. He would have 10 women. And if she wasn't in a wheelchair, she'd leave him for an alpha, the real alpha. Like, dog, y'all are so brain rotted. Get the fuck off the internet and go talk to an actual woman for once in your life instead of only talking to women through OnlyFans.
Fellas, is it beta to love a woman?
Apparently
This is
so.
not my fantasy. This is some gay shit, to be honest.
Is it gay to love a woman, guys?
Fellas, is it gay to love a woman?
What
I
no
knew
he
it.
does to a motherfucker.
Brother, I've seen what pussy does to a motherfucker, and it's far worse.
It is far worse. I'll throw up an image in the corner to show an example of what getting pussy does to a motherfucker. Which, if you're watching us live, you will not see that, but you will see it on the YouTube video. But yeah, that's what it does.
The average male fantasy is taking care of their crippled wife. I don't think I've ever had that fantasy before. I thought it was gonna be about going on some quest to kill the dragon to win the princess or something.
It is. That is the average
It's a
male
metaphor,
fantasy.
guys.
But there are no dragons to slay. There are no princesses to save. But there is that little old lady in the grocery store who can't quite reach that top shelf. There's that heavy box the pretty girl you work with can't quite lift herself.
Exactly. That's the point. Which, I don't know about you guys, but I have been in a grocery store, and like, especially like when an older lady asks me to grab something off the top shelf and I get it for her, then you get it and then you hand it to her and she's like, oh, thank you, sweetie. Like, dude, that shit makes you feel good. It makes you feel like you have worth in the world. Like, it makes you feel appreciated when you're able to help somebody, not because you gain something from it, just because you can help them. Like, it feels great. You should try it sometime, guys.
There's that jar of tomato sauce your wife can't quite open.
Yeah,
There's that Lego
give me
set
all the
your little
jars.
son can't quite put together himself. Or
Oh man, that just gave me baby fever. Putting together a Lego set with my kid. Oh man. That mean I gotta talk to women now, guys. Oh god.
Or there is this paraplegic girl who wants to see the ocean. This is the Princess and the Dragon story.
Facts.
And despite what many are told, men do have a lot of love to give. And they want some kind of excuse or mechanism to show that love. In a world where men expressing themselves is either seen as toxic or gay. And one way of expressing that love is solving problems. Men fucking love solving problems. I don't know what it is. They also
Sometimes.
love reading Wikipedia articles.
Dude. She called me out because I do that sometimes. Like, I'll think of a random subject and then go read the Wikipedia article just for no reason. I don't know why. It's in my DNA, apparently.
The amount of times I walked over and my husband is reading a random fucking Wikipedia article about like the world's tallest buildings or like a random battle in World War II. I didn't know if this was autism or what, but apparently it's a man thing. Anyway, yes, men love solving problems.
Yeah.
And in a world that makes them feel useless, makes them feel like they have no purpose, men desperately feel like they need to prove their worth. They are desperately looking for a purpose in life. So it is not at all shocking to me that the modern young man is seeing a clip like this and longing for this.
Yeah.
A lot of modern men
Makes a lot of sense, honestly. Like, that's really all a lot of men want, is just a good partner that they can take care of and that loves them. Like, not too hard. I mean, it's not too much to ask, but apparently it is nowadays.
Men don't have a chance to prove themselves, to make something of their lives. They don't have a chance to provide anything for anyone because they don't have anything to provide and they don't have anyone. They are doing everything their grandfathers did, but seeing none of the results.
Yeah.
They're lost. What can they provide? And as I said earlier, her being in a wheelchair is the protector and provider instinct taken to a extreme. And yes,
Yeah,
it
pretty
is a
much.
fantasy, considering if you ask anyone who's actually in a wheelchair, they know it's not all butterflies and rainbows, and they know that it's hard on relationships. It can be difficult on their partner. But just like in the movie, it's not shown as butterflies and rainbows. Josie feels like a burden. But towards the end of the movie, the guy takes on that burden. Not because he gets something in return, but because it's his duty. Because it makes her happy, which makes him happy in return. Loyalty, duty, virtue, acts of service, big or small. Men live for that shit. And yes, these are stereotypes. Not everyone fits into these boxes, blah, blah,
Yeah.
blah, blah. But for the most part, it's true.
It is like, oh wow, a man does something for a woman because seeing her happy makes him happy. That could never be the case, because all men are evil and they only want to take and control and manipulate and oh my god, somebody get these women a good dude in their life, please. They don't deserve it, but they need to change their ways somehow.
When many men look at this relationship, that is what they see.
Yeah,
and a
pretty
lot of
much.
modern women are looking at this relationship and being disgusted because, in a way, it's the complete inverse of the strong, independent woman they've been sold.
That's because being the strong, independent woman is a lie that was sold to you. It was sold to you. You're not gonna be happy working, man. Just like nobody on earth is happy working. They do it so they can take care of stuff. Like like, you think men like going to work? Fuck no. We do it because we have to. And we do it because we like taking care of our family. Not that I have a family to take care of, but I mean, I do chip in on bills. And, you know, it takes burden off of other people that I live with. That's just how it goes. So, like, yeah, it is more. If you are a woman and you want a happy. Now, again, this isn't all women. This is just, you know, generic. The general women. If you want a happy life, you got to find a dude to build a happy life with that makes you happy and takes care of things for the most part. Again, these days, both parties probably might have to work, but that doesn't mean you take on the majority of load just because that's what society tells you to do. Like, you could still have a traditional relationship and be happy. Like, that's not dead yet. I don't care what media says about it. Like, it's ideal, trust me. Partner loves making me happy when she comes back from the shop. I always try to come back with a little surprise. Yeah, it's the little things like that men want in a relationship. But fucking online space is so brain rotted now that it's like people, I don't know. People are just miserable and they hate seeing other people happy. Like, it's weird. Like, it's fucking weirdo behavior, dude.
They've been told they need to be. The modern woman crafted by modern Disney for modern audiences. Unlike the Hollywood crafted modern woman, this woman does need her man. She is not strong and she's not independent, at least physically. This doesn't mean she's like an empty vessel with no thoughts or freedom. No, in fact, in the movie, Josie does roll away from him a few times. It is a fantasy not because of a power imbalance, but because the man has a tangible purpose, and the woman is willingly and lovingly letting him fulfill that purpose.
Because I can depend on you. I know that if I ever feel frightened, I can just reach out to you.
Men simply want something good to die for, to make it beautiful to live. This manifests in a lot of ways, but the most common is having a loving partner and or a family. Something unobtainable to many people nowadays.
Yeah,
so
sadly.
yes, literally one of the most normal things ever is becoming a fantasy. Sad. Also, men will deny this, but they absolutely have a biological clock. It may not hit in your teens or your 20s, but one day you're going to have a dream. You have a little daughter making you pancakes with your wife in the morning, and you're not going to be able to get it out of your head.
I've already hit that shoe. I already wake up thinking about shit like that, and it's not fun. Trust me. Yeah, men do slightly have a biological clock, mainly because you don't want to be in your 40s raising a toddler. Like, I'm pretty sure that is not fun. My clock is getting there, so I'm hoping to meet somebody and have kids within the next 10 years, perhaps. But again, I do my best. I don't talk to women that much, so it is what it is.
And that is the male biological clock. Everything you do, the money you make working that grating 9-to-5 job, it will all be for something bigger and more important than yourself one day. You will come home to a warm and happy home,
I hope so.
greeted by people who care about you, and love you, and rely on you, and everything will make sense then. Until then, you'll just be on the internet, being called a misogynist, for wanting something bigger and more important than yourself, for wanting something beautiful and normal.
Oh, you want to love and take care of a woman? You're a misogynist.
And that is the average male fantasy. That and 3 hot chicks at once. Hell yeah, brother. Haha, you know
can't
what
forget
I'm
about
saying?
that one.
So that was that little video. Men in the comments, let me know. Am I correct? Is that the average male fantasy?
For the most part, yeah,
or
you're
is it
correct.
Not that deep. Men and women in the
I don't think I
comments,
disagreed
what is
with
your
anything.
fantasy? And no, I don't mean that. I don't want to hear about how you want to be crushed by a 12-foot futa. That is between you and God, not you and Shoe0nHead. I mean, what is your ultimate dream? Do you want to travel the world? Do you want a nice big family one day? Do you want to own a farm? Do you want to live in a shed in the woods and make pipe bombs? Let me know in the comments, and I will see you soon with a new video.
Bye. And it was a good video. I'll share the link just in case you want to sub or go like it, guys. There's the link if you guys want to go like it or sub to Shoe0nHead. It was a pretty good video. I usually like her videos because they provide a lot of stuff to talk about and they make me mad, so I start getting mad, and hopefully you guys enjoy that. But yeah, I like watching most shoe videos. I stay away from political stuff for reasons, but I usually like when she talks about societal issues like men and women and stuff. But yeah, if you're watching on YouTube, I hope you enjoyed the video, and till next time, bye bye. By the way, guys, w.gg, use code CHI to get 10% off, and maybe one day I'll get a waifu cup if you guys order enough. Yeah. I also stream live on Twitch, twitch.tv/Chiral Chikage, whatever the fuck you want to call me. But yeah, go check me out if you enjoy the videos. Bye!